Hi, so I'm going to be doing the my first time tag. I've never done like a tag question video before, but I wanted to do something different and I felt like answering questions. If you're interested about all my first time, and keep watching. First question is, first Facebook profile pic. Jesus, I don't know, I have to check that, but I'll put it somewhere here. Next question is, do you still talk to your first love? Oh my gosh. Yes and no. Like, I'm not like friends. I don't know. Not really. No, I'm gonna say that's a hard one. Say yes, a little bit. What was your first alcoholic drink? Well, I guess technically it was like a sip of my mum's wine or champagne, like maybe at like a family get together or something. But on my 18th birthday I had like a dinner party with all my friends and family, and I ordered a mojito and a Cosmo. And we also had champagne and stuff. So those are like my first drinks on my 18th birthday. And then I remember like the moment I turned 18, like at midnight, my friends got me a, I don't remember what it's called, a summer sunrise. Is that what it is? Where it's like orange juice and vodka and something else. I had one of them. But yeah. What was your first job? My first job was a drama teacher when I was like 16, 17. And then in year 12, my last year of high school, I got a job as a waitress at a really crap cafe. And I got paid lower than minimum wage, cash in hand. I literally would get in trouble. I was told I was not allowed to take orders. I wasn't allowed to take orders. I was only allowed to clean. Then when customers would ask me to take an order for them, I'd be like, sorry, I can't, I'm not allowed. And they would give me the meanest looks. They'd be like, what? And then I'd get in trouble for like doing something that customers wanted me to do, but I wasn't supposed to. Like, it was just so, it was like the worst job ever, and it was just, I wasn't trained, and then I would get in trouble for not knowing things. It was just like the worst job ever. Say like once you've been a waitress, you'll never be, and you quit the job or you get fired or whatever, you will never be a waitress again. I wasn't supposed to work on it on this particular day, but then I was asked to do it last minute, and I said, well, I can't, because it was my grandmother's birthday, and it legitimately was my grandmother's birthday party. And then they never gave me a shift again. It was bad. I feel like everyone's first job has to be bad, right? What was your first car? My first car is the car I currently have. Love it. It's a pretty cute kind of like SUV. It's like a fun car. I like it. I love it. Who was the first person to text you today? Let me check. Okay, so the first person to text me today was my best friend, and she wanted to get breakfast, and we got breakfast, and it was pretty delicious. Who is the first person you thought of this morning? I guess my mum, because my mum came in to say goodbye when she went to work. Second person would have been my friend who wanted to get breakfast. Who was your first grade teacher? Okay, this is a good one because I'm starting to be a teacher, and my first grade teacher is like an inspiration to me because she's the kind of teacher that I want to be. Her name was Lenchi, and she was an art teacher slash like just regular grade 1 teacher. She was awesome, and I remember, and this shows you how old I was, but I remember she had this giant life-size poster of Ricky Martin, yeah, next to her desk when he was like at the height of his popularity. That just makes me feel old that Ricky Martin was like a thing. She had a life-size poster of Ricky Martin. That was my first grade teacher. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? I went, my first ride, I guess Italy. My first ride, because I'm Italian, so my first ride was when I was a baby. I guess the second one that I can actually remember was going to Queensland. So who was your first best friend, and do you still talk? No. My first best friend, her name was Josephine. That's why we were best friends, because we had the same name. And it was in kindergarten. But yeah, her name was Josephine as well. I don't even know where she went. I never, like after kindergarten, I never really saw her again. So yeah. What was the first concert I've ever been to? Well, technically it was the Wiggles. But like real concert, it was, I don't want to say because it's so embarrassing. Oh wait, I was gonna say my first concert was Panic at the Disco. Don't judge me, guys. But it was actually really good. It was Panic at the Disco and The Academy Is and Cobra Starship, and it was really fun. It was like a good concert, and I was like I think I was like 15 or 16. Now I'm thinking maybe my first one was Big Day Out. I went to Big Day Out. But then now I'm thinking you have to be 17 to go there. Okay, yeah. So my first real concert was Panic at the Disco. It's so embarrassing. Where was your first sleepover? It was at one of my friend's house in primary school. We watched Clueless on VHS. See, I'm showing my age again. Yeah. What was the first thing you did this morning? Check my phone. Yeah, check my phone. It's the first thing I did. First broken bone. Oh my god. I think I've ever broken a bone technically. In primary school I used to sprain my ankle every bloody month. I was sliding down a banister with my cousin and I fractured my arm really bad. It was so painful, but my cousin and I couldn't tell any of the teachers or our parents because we're not allowed to do that and we were scared we were going to get in trouble. First piercing was my nose ring, which I actually just took it out yesterday. It feels so weird. I got it when I was 17. I hadn't even got my ears pierced yet. My nose pierced with my friend. We got them done together. We were 17 and I loved it. Like I've left it in until now. I'm 22 now and I just took it out yesterday for the first time and like I thought I'd regret it because I've had it in so long and it was like a security blanket. Like I used to love it when I was like younger, 17, 18, 19, even 20 I still loved it, and by 21 I was kind of over it and I kind of kept it in for 2 years just because I've never known myself. Well, I have, but can't remember myself without it. So I finally took it out and it feels good. Like it's so nice to be able to like put on makeup and not have to worry about like the nose ring in or anything. But I feel like it's a new start. I'm an adult now. I don't feel like it, and I don't feel like my nose ring suited my style. It didn't really suit me, so I've taken it out and I'm really happy about it. But that was my first piercing. First foreign country you've gone to? Italy. I'm half Italian, so first foreign country was Italy. Went to Paris, or I went to France when I was 15 for my uncle and auntie's wedding, so that was awesome. First movie you remember seeing? What? First movie? I don't know. But I did love like Anastasia. And actually, no, I do remember. Okay, it wouldn't be the first movie I've ever seen, but it's the first movie I vividly remember seeing, which was Mulan. And my mum took me to see it when it first came out, which was like, I think it came out in 98. I feel so old. Came out in 98, and that was the first movie I remember seeing. And I love Mulan. Mulan's the best, right? When was my first detention? My first detention was in year 9 and it was because I had my iPod. It was before school had started, so it was in the morning, but apparently you're not allowed to use your iPod or even have it on you when you're in school, even before school had started. And I didn't know that. I thought you just weren't allowed to use it when school had started and was in session. But I had my iPod in my hand. It was either them call parents or get detention, or I picked detention. Just sit in a room and write out why it was bad to have an iPod at school. Who was your first roommate? My mum. I'm waiting for marriage. Yeah. What was the first sport you were involved in? Gymnastics? Is that a sport? Probably not. I don't know. I've never really been into sport. Netball. I guess netball. What is the first thing I do when I get home? Get in my pajamas. That's literally the first thing I do every single time I get home is get in my pajamas, watch some Netflix and just chill out. I just need like when I get home, I need 5 minutes to myself. I don't take my phone. I get in my pajamas. I just chill the F out for like 5 minutes. I regroup and then I can go on with my night or my day or whatever. Anyways, that is the end of the tag. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. This is a headband, guys. I'm ready to go to bed. It's 3 AM. It's 3 AM.